What's up, guys? It's BWADE. I'm going to give you my 5 favorite picks for this Pacers-Cavs Game 4. I'm going to walk you through that data, the analysis, and hopefully give you a good enough breakdown of these picks so that you can make informed decisions as to whether you want to tail these or not. And that's all I'm doing, is helping give you more information so that you guys can make better picks and hopefully make some money, but not going to tell you these are all guaranteed to hit, anything like that. I always advise that you do your own research as well. Look, the playoffs have been absolutely crazy. It's been really hard to call. I mean, the Celtics finally held on to a lead today. Looking at VIP and how we've been doing, we still have a bunch of games and picks going, but we've already cashed 3 slips in VIP, and we are 3-1 so far today. We still have a few more picks going, but everything's looking good. We're up over 12 units in the last week, and that's just for VIP game markets, our spreads, money lines, over-unders. We're profitable in all 3 sports: NBA, MLB, NHL, making money in all of them. If you guys want to get in VIP and get these picks sent to you, there's 2 ways to get in. You can either use code NBA in the checkout. You'll get 80% off. It'll be less than $10 for a week. You'll get all these picks. If you are putting $100 on each one of these picks I gave out over the last week, you'd be up over $1,200, right? So highly profitable. The other option, you can sign up with one of these apps I tell you about in this video, or any of the apps down below in the description. You use my code, deposit however much you want, and then take a screenshot, send it to me on Instagram, and I'll hook you up with a free week of VIP. Both great options. I think the second one's probably easier. You end up with money in a new account, and you also get a free week of picks. But whatever you guys want to do, I'm here to help. Also, I do a giveaway every month. This will be the 7th autographed jersey I'm giving away on this channel, and we are doing signed Anthony Edwards jersey this month. All you have to do to be entered is subscribe to this channel, like this video, and drop a comment. I will be doing the raffle at the end of the month, so as long as you subscribe, like, and comment, you will be entered to win that at the end of May. All right, let's start getting into these picks. I'm starting off with Donovan Mitchell over 30.5 points, and look, I know it's not a number that he hits regularly, but you'll see it a lot when a team gets backed up against a wall, like the Cavs are at 0-2. Now it's 1-2, but they're still backed up against a wall on the road, down 1-2. You'll see the stars come out and basically will their team to victory. And you saw that in this last game, right? He dropped 43. He even had 48 in game 2, where they were winning pretty much the whole game and then blew it at the end. But they were already down 1-0 at home, and so he came out stunting. He's dropped over 40 in the last 2 games, averaging 45.5 these last 2 games. He even dropped 33 in game 1, and when we look, even before the playoffs started, he dropped 35 on the Pacers. Other than the first game that they played him this season, only putting up 19, he scored at least 33 in the other 4 games against them this year. They can't defend him. Donovan Mitchell, when he wants to score, he's going to get to the bucket. This dude is a monster. It really just comes down to what type of game he wants to play and whether he wants to facilitate or score. And he has come out scoring. I expect it to happen again with them still down 2-1, being on the road. He's going to need to put up a monster game again, and I expect to see it. So I am taking Donovan Mitchell over 30.5, and then look, I'm going back to Nembhard points and assists. I know he let us down last game. He only had 14. And a piece of that was the fact that he only played 26 minutes. That's about 10 minutes short of what he's been playing so far these playoffs, right? You see 37, 37, 36. He only played 26 this last game because they got blown out, right? But other than that, he had hit this in the previous, 6 out of 7 playoff games. He's only missed it twice now, and Andrew Nembhard shows up in the playoffs. I expect him to show up again here. He still had 14. He only missed it by a couple, and he shot 4 for 9. He only played 26 minutes. He only got 4 out of his potential 9 assists, so ideally somebody getting 9 potentials would end up with 5 or 6 assists, maybe even 7. He only had 4 because the team wasn't finishing off those passes he was getting out. I like Andrew Nembhard to get us at least 19 points and assists, as he did the first 2 games, getting 29 and 26. I am locking that in as our second pick. And you'll see that slip on the screen here. We're getting 3.2x for this on Sleeper. Sleeper has some of the best payouts, especially for 2-man entries. As you can see, we're getting 3.2x. Most apps, you're only going to get a even 3x for this type of slip. And getting those, like making sure you're getting the highest payout on whatever entry, whatever combination of players and props you're putting together is how you stay profitable, right? The profit margin is really thin when you do this, and so you have to make sure, you have to shop around, you have to make sure you're getting the best payouts. And Sleeper is an app that a lot of times when I'm putting in 2-man entries has the best payout out of any of the other apps. You're also going to double your first deposit up to $100 when you sign up using code BWADE. They will also give you a free pick for that first entry, and when you send me a screenshot, I will hook you up with a free week of VIP. And I already told you guys how we've been doing in VIP. Up over 12 units just on game picks. We continue to hit multiple DFS slips every day, and I keep getting DMs from y'all. So love to have you jump on board and start winning with us. I'm confident you will be pleased with the picks we give out. On top of that, make sure to like, subscribe, and drop a comment so you can be entered to win the signed Anthony Edwards jersey. Let's get into these next 3 picks. Going Darius Garland over 20.5 points and assists, and have to believe that this line is so low because he's just coming back from injury. He only played 25 minutes this last game because this is a number that he hits regularly. He's averaging 27 points and assists on the season, 25 over the last 30 games. You can see he's hit this in 8 out of his last 10 games. This 13 that he just put up is the lowest number that he's had since February, probably since January. On this screen, it's the lowest number he's had. I expect it to come up. He's going to get more comfortable. He's going to get more time. He's going to heal more as time goes on. And you can see in this last game, he only shot 3 for 11 from the field. Only 3 of his 7 potential assists were finished. And so you look head to head, and right, the previous 2 games back in January, he dropped 27 and 31 on them. This is a solid matchup for him. I expect him to take advantage of it. And look, these are 2 of the highest scoring teams in the NBA. So there's going to be plenty of points, assists, rebounds, all of that to go around. I like Darius Garland over 20.5. There's nothing that he does scoring-wise that they defend particularly well. There's nowhere on the court they defend particularly well. I think Garland gets healthier here, and he hits at least 21 points and assists in this matchup. Going to the other side of the ball, we're taking Tyrese Haliburton, points and rebounds. So the line's at 21.5. And it came down 1 from the previous game because he had such a terrible game 3. But he's hitting this in 2/3 of his last 30 games, right? He's hit it in 20 out of 30. He's only missed it. He's missed it 3 times now in the playoffs here, right? He's hit it 5 out of 8. He had hit it previously the 4 games, and he only played 30 minutes this game. He only shot 8 shots, went 2 for 8 from the field. It was just an abysmal effort from him in general. But when you look in general, in this first game back in January, he only played 19 minutes in the first game, which I'm not sure what happened there. I have to assume it was a blowout, and the Pacers came back late to make it 15. Or no, the Pacers were blowing them out, and the Cavs came back late to make it look competitive, because I don't know why he would only play 19 minutes. But the other 3 games, he's had 31, 25, and 28 points and rebounds, where he's played his full allotment of minutes, right? The other 2 games were blowout-type games where he didn't play his full allotment of minutes. And this is a number that he's been hitting really consistently. I like him to hit it again. I think Haliburton bounces back. This is not the type of game that we're going to see from him, especially with him being at home. Love Hallie to get at least 24, 25 points and rebounds. And then I'm wrapping it up with Max Strus, rebounds and assists. We're going over 8.5. He has continued to increase this number as the playoffs have gone on. He's hit it in 5 straight games now. We look in the playoffs, he's averaging 9.7. He missed it the first 2 games, and now he's just been cooking. And even with all of the other players coming back this last game, he still played 33 minutes, right? He's getting solid time on the court. He's gotten, I mean, other than the first game where he only played 21, then 26, and now he's at 31 minutes. 21, 32, 39, 33. Like, he is getting good time on the court. We look head to head, and these are all 3 games in this series. Before the series in the regular season, he only had 5 and 8 against them, but he was only playing in the low 20s of minutes. And he still almost hit it in this game with 22 minutes on the court. So in general, Strus has been showing up big for them. They're giving him more minutes. He's getting more time on the court, more time than he was getting all regular season. And I expect him to continue to hit this number because of that. And so I'm taking Max Strus over 8.5 rebounds and assists. You'll see that slip on the screen here. This would have been about a 5.4x payout, but we're getting 8.5x payout on Underdog because of these profit boosts they're giving us during the NBA playoffs. These extender promos are absolutely fucking insane. They're starting out with 40% profit boosts in game 1, 50 in game 2, all the way up to 100% profit boosts in game 7s. These are available to everyone, not just new users. They are, oh my god, they're juicing up all of these slips for the NBA playoffs for me, and I've made probably close to $1,000 extra. Like this slip, you can see it here. It would have been like a $270 payout. Instead, I'm getting $424 on it. That's an extra $150 on this. And most apps are going to cap you out at like $5 or $10 when they give you good promos. Not Underdog. We're getting a $50 max bet on this. Guys, take advantage. Underdog's going to double your first deposit when you use code BWADE. You can go all the way up to $1,000. They'll still double it. They're also giving us all these NBA playoff profit boosts. Check it out, sign up, use code BWADE, take a screenshot, send it to me on Instagram. I'll hook you up with the free week of VIP, guys, and we are going to cook. It's been a good season this far. We're going to keep going, guys. I want to help you win. As you can see, we're already up over 12 units. Just in the last week, we continue to be profitable. I keep getting DMs. Jump on the team, sign up with Underdog, Sleeper, any of the other apps down below in the description. Betr, Dabble, any of them. And then make sure to like, subscribe, and drop a comment so you can be entered to win that signed Anthony Edwards jersey, guys. Thing's sick. I just sent out the Paolo Banchero jersey for last month. Guy got it. We've done a couple signed SGA jerseys, Ray Lewis, Jamar Chase. The list goes on. Guys, I appreciate y'all watching this video. That's why I give out these jerseys. Let's make some fucking money this weekend.